it's Seda here, Gourmet Next Door. I am back with my avocado chocolate mousse. You heard me right. So this is another keto-friendly recipe. Usually in mousse, of course, heavy cream is used, which you can absolutely use in keto. But I love using avocados because of the healthy fats. So it's a super simple recipe and I want to share it with you. So I have one ripe avocado here. I'm going to cut it and I'm going to make this thing come together in this little food processor. So look how perfect that is. So let's drop in our avocado into the food processor. Now you want to make sure, of course, you have a ripe avocado for this. You can even use a little bit more mature kind, you know what I mean? Like when they start browning, that's totally okay because we're adding cocoa. So no one will know that it's actually an overripe avocado. Yeah, usually that seed jumps out at me, so that happens all the time. Now onto the other yummy ingredients. So here I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened and it's really a good kind. So make sure you use a good cocoa. So I'm using this green and blacks, the organic one. I really love this because it has such a deep flavor. So I'm gonna add about 3 tablespoons. Yeah, lots of cocoa because I want this mousse to be nice and rich and thick. Now let's drop in a little vanilla extract. Perfect. Pinch of salt. Okay, now into this I'm going to add a bit of sweetness. So in this one I'm using the confectioner's Erythritol because in a recipe like this you don't want granules of sugar. It's gonna be like crunchy. So you want to make sure it's nice and smooth. So I'm going to put first 1.5 tablespoons. What I do with sugar is I put and then I adjust. So I don't like to put a bunch and then be like, oh my god, it's so sweet, because you can't do anything about it. Now here you use some milk. I'm gonna use almond milk because this is what I have, and I told you I love this Alpro almond milk. So we're adding few tablespoons. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 just to see again how it comes together, and then we will adjust. Let's lock this and then give it a little whiz. Now I'm gonna check this. So the first thing I wanna do is check for the sweetness, and then I'm going to adjust the consistency by adding milk if needed. It's definitely not sweet enough, so I'm gonna add a bit of sweetness. So I'm going in with another tablespoon. I mean, it's mousse after all, right? So let's not skimp on the sweetness so much. I think it's enough liquid, so I'm not gonna add more liquid for now. So let's make sure that the erythritol dissolves. And why we put salt in sweets is to bring out the sweetness actually. I'm gonna show you this. Look at how the consistency is beautifully moussey, but I want to scrape the sides to make sure that powdered erythritol gets into the product. So I will just go around and scrape the sides. So let's give it the final whirl and see what our mousse looks like. I love my little Kenwood food processor. Honestly, this thing is amazing. No need for this ginormous food processor. I mean, if you're doing small quantities. Guys, that's heaven in a bowl. Look So we remove the blade. So now I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this into my beautiful little parfait glass. So the dessert's done. I mean, how easy was that? And look at this smooth, beautiful mousse. And it's basically avocado in disguise, right? So if you're tired of avocado toast, give this recipe a try. It's another way to get your avocados, and it's a delicious little treat. So, oh, this is gonna be a wonderful dessert for later. So I'm gonna stick this in the fridge, but before I do that, I'm gonna put a plastic wrap over it so none of the other odors and things get into my mousse. So just a tiny little wrap goes over. And now this is ready for the fridge, and my dinner dessert is done. But before, I have to try this. I'm sorry, it looks so good. I'll let you know how it is. Guys, it's so creamy. It's perfectly sweet, not too much. And it's so nice and delicious. So there is my chocolate avocado mousse. Chin chin. So good.